Mi reflejo en el espejo dice que tú tienes estrellas, tu luz brilla en ellas, tus sueños te esperan, los miedos salen.
Oh, wait. Hey, we got a show to do. We can't just dance to the Vuelta's theme song all day.
I know, but it's such a good song. You're tuned into the Vel News Show. I'm Fred Dreyer here with Spencer Paulson. Spencer, it's the dog days of summer, which means the Vuelta España is going on. This race is extremely important, not just because of its amazing sizzle videos.
Oh, it's my summer jam.
But there's 21 stages up for grab, and this is a race where the breakaways often survive all the way to the finish line, and that's really important for the teams in the World Tour who have a hard time winning. Let's look at this World Tour win column. Ooh! Quick Step doing great. EF Education First. Dimension Data not doing so good.
Does seem a little out of balance, doesn't it, Fred? But there is a happy ending to this story because stages 4 and 5 at the Vuelta saw Dimension Data and EF Education First Drapac presented by Cannondale finally get their World Tour wins. The Dimension Data team had American Ben King winning stage 4, the first summit finish of this Vuelta. Great race for him. He was off the front in the breakaway, and he said it was a really emotional win.
It's a dream come true. I really can't believe it. I didn't start believing it until the last kilometer. We've been building all season towards this. For me personally, it's I'm still in shock.
Spencer, a good guy finally won.
I like Ben King. He is a good guy. Now, EF, they also have been really hungry for that win, and they finally got it with Simon Clark in stage 5. This is a bit of a weird one because Simon Clark, he's very well suited to get off the front and win a little sprint like this, but that's not exactly his job with this team. He's usually the dedicated domestique who's staying in the back with Rigo Uran or whoever else is the team leader, and he just makes sure they're taken care of at all costs. Well, on stage 5, EF, they gave him a shot. They gave him the green light, and it really paid off because this was his first win in over 2 years. So good for Simon Clark.
Well, Spencer, the Vuelta España is continuing to go, which means there's plenty of stages left out there for those stage hunters. So hey, maybe EF Education First, Dimension Data, more stages.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious.
So it's August, which means transfer season is here. And, we got riders changing teams. We got teams adding riders. A lot of times the teams don't even end up looking the same. Take me through some of the big transfers that we've seen.
It does get a bit confusing, and certainly once they start wearing the new kits, forget about it. But Richie Porte, for me, is one of the biggest transfers of this season. He's gone to Trek Segafredo, leaving BMC Racing, and, it's an interesting one because on one hand, Trek Segafredo kind of been a little scarce when it comes to major wins, especially GC wins. And Richie Porte also always seems like the guy who should be in the mix at the Tour de France or a major stage race, but he's just has trouble with them.
So let me get this straight. The team that has been hungry for wins and the guy who has not been able to finish Grand Tours, you put them together and you come up with Grand Tour success?
Yeah, I don't understand that math either, Fred, but I'm just sitting here talking to a camera. What do I know?
Hey, let's be hopeful.
I'm sure it'll work out.
Have a great 2019, Richie Porte. Here's the next big transfer. TJ Van Garderen going to EF Education First Drapac. Spencer, you ever have that group of friends where, there's two people you think are always going to get together, maybe date at some point?
Yeah.
Eventually they do? Mm-hmm. To me, that's TJ and EF Education First, both American outfits. And here's the thing, TJ has shown the ability to win the big American races, whereas EF, formerly Garmin, formerly Cannondale, they were always second place. So maybe you put them together, you have a big American winner. Okay, the final transfer we have to talk about. German sprinting ace Andre Greipel is going from World Tour team Lotto Soudal to Pro Continental team Fortuneo Samsic. Is he taking a step down? What's going on here?
It does sort of feel like the Yankees pitcher is getting sent down to play for the Albuquerque Isotopes or something weird like that. But you got to remember that Andre Greipel is 36 years old, kind of getting toward the end of his career, even though he does have the most wins of any racer currently in the peloton, about 150, very impressive. So it's kind of like, well, does he retire or does he go to this team? And I think by going to this team, he prolongs his career, gives the team a boost. It's a new opportunity, changes scenery, and maybe the motivation of being like the old veteran will, I don't know, maybe he'll have a shot at something.
That's the thing about transfer season. It's so good to be optimistic before the realities of the new season come in and just rip our hearts out. Spencer, I'm getting news of another transfer. It says that Spencer Paulson is transferring from Velo News to Cat Fancy magazine.
no, come
Dude,
on.
what's going on? You going to Cat Fancy?
Hey, come on, you can't say that on air. You got to talk to my agent before you get into this sort of thing. And you know, if it was going to be any other magazine, it would probably be Modern Dog.
Huh, they had some good cycling takes in there.
Exactly.
Well, for more information on transfer season and the Vuelta, stay tuned to velonews.com. And for Spencer Paulson, I'm Fred Dreyer. Thanks for tuning into the Velo News Show. We'll see you next week.